Hello, everybody, and welcome back to me having to turn down the volume. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. Yeah, welcome back. I'm back from my trip, which, to be fair, I was back Thursday. So I took Friday off as well, because Thursday I got back after I was supposed to stream. But Friday, I just decided I'll take an extra break. Whatever. Boring details, don't worry about that. We're back with some more Minecraft Hardcore. I have actually been doing some testing while we've been out, and I'll talk about that when we're in our actual world. Because I went and tested our creeper farm and our villager breeder. Now, there was an issue with the creeper farm, obviously, because if you hadn't noticed, I also actually should. I still have this turned off. Do I have video settings? No, video settings are fine if I do this. No, okay, so video settings aren't doing too great. Or they're doing fine. It might just be loading in. And it's nighttime. Okay. Actually, I used to streaming again, so I apologize if anything goes horribly wrong. Okay. But yeah, we're back. Here, let's grab these. I already forgot what I was talking about earlier. Jeez, this is gonna be a great stream. My mind's in like 50 different places, and I apologize for that. Oh, right. I was talking about our farms that I was planning on making, and then I ran into some issues with. The villager breeder is going to be completely fine. I found a new villager breeder design that will allow us to build it in the spawn chunks, which is exactly what I wanted. So that's great. Then we have the creeper farm, and the creeper farm was the one I was more hopeful for, but that's the one that becomes the more problematic one too. Because as you may notice, the creeper farm has a blaring issue of it can't be in the spawn chunks due to the fact that creepers will despawn if you're too far away from them. Now, I don't know why I didn't think of this when planning for this. You know, it'd seem like it'd be a good idea to, I don't know, think about that first. But no, I didn't. I completely forgot that that would be an issue. So we can't build a creeper farm in spawn chunks. Now, that means I'm going to have to probably make a creeper farm. I'm going to have to build a decently fast creeper farm that... And the reason I say decently fast is because, well, we're not going to be able to AFK, or... I'm trying to avoid AFKing for the sole fact that, well, I'm streaming this. It would be really boring for me to just go ahead and AFK at the... Sorry. It'd be really boring for me to AFK at the place. My brain is just not working today, and that's a great start for the stream. It'd be really boring for me to AFK at the farm on stream, and I don't want to necessarily do it off stream either, but push comes to shove, I might do that. We'll see. I like to have some fast farms though for us to work with. What did I want to put away? I had pumpkins. Which pumpkins would go over here? I should also talk about things that I do want to do on this stream today. Though, I do still want to try ahead and get the other villager, because we have one villager over there currently, which is great. I'm glad, we got one villager last time, I think. I say last time because it was a while ago. But yeah, I want to get the other villager so we can start thinking about getting a villager breeder set up. I don't think we're going to get the villager breeder set up today, but I'd like to try. Okay, debatable on that one. I don't know if I'm even going to work too hard towards that. The other thing I wanted to do, also the reason I keep farming carrots and potatoes is because we're gonna need that for the villager breeder. Oh no, I do still actually need this diamond hoe. The other things I want to do, I want to try and get some ancient debris because we still need to upgrade our tools. So that's a thing. And then finally, the other thing we need is, or the other thing I'd like to do, actually there's two things. I'd still like to work on the advancements, but I'd also like to try and get a trident today. If we can get two, that'd be great, but I'd like to try and at least get one. And even then, I'm not too sure if that's going to happen. So we'll see. We shall definitely see what happens. Yeah, how much? Oh, right, we also got blast protection. We were working towards getting our wither, but I'm not going to worry about the wither right now because I just got back. Well, not just got back, but I started streaming again. I don't want to like jump into very high action things right now. So I apologize if that's what you came here for, but I'm going to be taking just a slight relaxation time, I guess, on that. Did I get... I don't think I did, so let me ball up 3 of these and then we'll take the comb out of this. Okay, no. So we should be able to make a honey block. I don't know if we already made one. I think we'll find out, I guess. Yep, cool. Okay, sticky situation. There we go. I would like to make a honey farm in the future, so... you know, do work on that now, I guess. I don't know where honey would go, necessarily, so I'm gonna put it in here. We still got a little bit of time, I believe, before... well, something I should actually do is I should put these weakness potions in my inventory, so when we do end up going to get another villager and turn into a zombie villager, we'll have it. Do I have any slabs? We'll take birch, I guess. Come on, there we go. I do still have the double-clicking issue with my mouse, but it's not too much of an issue for me to actually, like, warrant getting another mouse. Actually, I do have another mouse around here. Whatever. I'll worry about that another time. I'll probably start switching over. So I think let's go. We should probably start heading over to the spawn chunks, because at that point we should have our... yeah, it should be nighttime, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad to be back. Sorry, just I gotta get back into the swing of actually like talking. Because I'm basically talking about myself at the moment. But I gotta get back into the swing of things when it comes to streaming, because it's been a week, and I also have been doing a lot of other things. I've had people's birthdays have been happening. I've been traveling alone by myself. That was fun. I say that as fun. I'm not good with projecting sarcasm. No, it was not great at all. It was definitely an experience to travel alone by myself for the first time, because I've never necessarily flown by myself. I've definitely flown multiple times. I'm an avid flyer when it comes to trips, but I had never flown by myself. This was the first time I did it. And let me tell you, it was an experience. It was definitely an experience. Okay, cool. I do want to make sure that the guy's still here. Oh, there's villagers. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, even though I kind of marked it already. I'll mark it a little bit more. I'll let those guys move off, because we already got the advancement for voluntary exile, right? Yeah. And again, we're avoiding doing... Is he looking at me? No, he's just staring off in the distance. You know what, buddy? Same. I can relate to that. But... yeah, no, I flew for the first time on my own for this trip, which wasn't too bad actually, but man, when I was flying to where I was going, right, I had a kid constantly kicking the back of my seat, like the stereo. I cry too. Uh, like the. I should also actually make sure that this guy is still in here. Yeah. Okay. Hey, buddy. You're safer this way. Like the stereotypical kid kicking the back of the seat on the plane, which I didn't realize that was actually a thing. I guess to be fair, for it to become a stereotype, it does have to exist in some extent. So I got to experience that on my first flight. And of course, you always have the babies crying on the flight, but that one I did expect. Then on the way back, I didn't have a kid kicking me in the back this time. We still had the baby crying and making a lot of noises, but what I had instead was, there's like trays on the back of the seats, and the adult that was behind me kept playing with their tray. So I constantly felt it in my back again. And it's just like, man, my back was just hurting by that point. Ooh, a baked potato. Oh, that was weird. Okay. I feel like I need to get a sign for my room that just lets people know that I'm either recording or have a webcam on, because that's going to be possibly things that are going to be happening in the future. Not necessarily for this channel, but just things I'm doing on my own personal time. Okay, skeleton. I'm still not necessarily a huge fan of, also I don't know why I have this ag in my inventory. I'm not a huge fan of knockback 2 on a sword. Because then everything just takes a little bit longer than it needs to. So, yeah. Not great, but I mean, what are you going to do, right? Like I would have been dead a lot faster had I not had knockback. Had I not had knockback 2, he would have died a lot quicker. Okay, let me get this baked potato out of my inventory. And I do actually want to do a to-do list. Upgrade farm. Oh, right. Farming for Wither Skull. We already got that, I think. Ancient debris. Go mining for more diamonds. I think for now we're fine on that. Enchant books for tools and armor. Upgrade farm. Okay. So I did want to fix this list because it's horrible at the moment. Find zombie villager. The creeper farm's like not until a lot later. Work towards advancements. And technically these aren't even in order because I'm going to be putting the get trident down here, so. There we go. Okay. It's definitely not something I needed to do, but I just wanted to do this just in case I forget what I'm doing today. Because that happens a lot, sadly. So you have a fishing? Nope, you picked up a bow. Nice. You probably picked up the bow. Oh, you're not going to despawn then. Come here. Well, just because you picked up a bow doesn't mean you necessarily can use it. Those zombies. Yeah, I saw the creeper. It's the main thing I was worried about from everything I saw around me. I really do need to figure out the creeper situation, though, because I would love to... I'd love to get a gunpowder farm set up, because it's an ingredient that I'm going to be using a lot. There we go. Okay. It's an ingredient I'm going to be using a lot, especially because of how many rockets I'm going to need in the future, but it's just not something I'm going to be using, or it's just a farm that I can't have in spawn chunks to completely go at the moment. Okay, give me a second. Nope. Okay, let me open this up. Block. Sorry, I got one of those stupid messages of someone someone telling me I have malware on my phone. First of all, it's not even a label number, which is already a red flag. But then second of all, like, click this link to download antivirus onto your phone. It's like, yeah, thanks. No. Okay. Whatever, though. That's not any of your guys' concern. It's not any of your guys' concern, but I do hope that you guys are smart enough to know those kinds of malware. Ooh, drowned. Hello. Those kinds of scams. I don't even know. I call them scams because I kind of forgot what the actual word is, but oh well. So the creeper farm that I was looking at earlier, but like I said, I might go ahead and change which one I'm doing. That means we don't have to go and look through creeper farms again, but whatever. The creeper farm I was looking at requires, or was built, what am I trying to say? It was built in an ocean, right? But you have an ocean over there, so that would be an option. But do I want to do that? I don't know. I truly do not know. At least we're getting a decent amount of gunpowder right now. Also, it is currently turning day, so we did not get a single zombie villager. Yeah, if it's turning day, I'm just gonna go run back because there's not gonna be any zombie villagers spawning. Actually, see, this would have been fine if a zombie villager spawned like on the edge, on dawn. Because usually you don't want a zombie villager to spawn right now because, well, you wouldn't be able to get it in time because it would burn to death. But because it's raining, that's not necessarily as much of an issue. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let us go back home and we'll figure out what we want to do next. I don't know if I want to work on advancements, getting ancient debris, or if I want to go and try to get some tridents. I feel like tridents are going to take a while. They usually do. Do I need snow for anything? I know I'm going to need ice in the future, but do I really need snow for anything right now? I don't think I do. And we'll figure it out as time goes on. Eat some beef. And let's keep going. Something I am also worried about, and I didn't want to necessarily bring this up, but just in case, like, the stream has to be stopped early. the thing with geez, I don't know why I started the sentence like that. My internet's been acting weird. I won't say not since I got back. It was been acting weird since I left too. But basically, you may remember that my internet has cut out at certain points. It's still doing it, but I think it's been more frequent now. It hasn't happened in a while, which both makes me happy and concerns me. So if I end up having to stop the stream early for Twitch, that is why. I'm letting you know that now. Okay. With that being said, though, let's hope that doesn't happen. It has the chance to, so I'm letting you guys know that. Okay, so let's put these in here. I forgot how I ordered these. Well, when I say I forgot how I ordered these, I forgot I ordered these weirdly. And then we put this back in here. I have bow, which I guess I'll throw into here. The bee should be back inside, I think, right? Yeah. Kinda wanna... Do I want to bust the back out of this? I'm not too sure, actually. I was thinking yes, but I don't know if I want to. Should put a chest out front for the bee stuff. Like just put shears, the bottles, honeycombs, honey bottles. Let's do that really quick. First things first though, do I have a chest? I have a barrel. That'll work. Okay. So put that there. Put these in here. And I do think we'll go ahead and try for a trident. Which... Oh, wait a minute. Well, first off, let's take that back into copper. I'll put these in there. Which does sadly mean that I'm going to have to go back to spawn after just running from it. Because that's where our closest source is. Forgot I had these in here. Yeah, that's where our closest ocean is, I believe. I mean, we got ocean everywhere in this world for some odd reason, but we'll go there. I think I put... Yeah, okay. So, push comes to shove. I think actually we can kind of just bounce between farming for the trident and farming for... trying to get a zombie villager. And of course it stops raining as soon as I'm like, oh yeah, we'll try and get a trident zombie. Or we'll try and get a trident. Well, we need a trident zombie to get a trident, but you know what I mean. We want the trident, not necessarily the zombie, but you can't have one without the other. Well, you can have drowned without a trident, you know what I mean. My words never made sense. Why do you people watch me? I don't know if I just talked about this beforehand. Or if I said this before I left, that like if I needed to talk about the schedule or anything, but I would like to talk about that really quick as well. Just because I don't know if I said there was going to be any changes to it. But currently, the plan is to keep the schedule the same, where we have was it? We've got Minecraft's on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then we have Super Paper Mario on Tuesday, which I once again have been enjoying playing that game, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow. And Forgers on Thursday. So same time as usual, same schedule as usual. I'm hoping now, cause this last trip that I went on, I believe was my last trip for a while. I have no plans on going anywhere before the end of July. I do know that near the endish of August, I am gonna have to leave again. Because I have things going on, and near the end of August is also we're gonna have to talk about another schedule change. Just because I have things going on in my life that require they require me to change the schedule of streams, because I'm not going to be able to stream 3 hours a day, 5 days a week once that time hits. But we'll talk about that when the time comes. I don't know what the schedule would be at the moment, because I need to figure. I'm not necessarily sure how my availability is going to work, but I think possibly, and don't hold me to this because, like I said, I'm not sure. We would have to go back to 3 days a week for streaming, and then probably back to 2 hours a day. Which I'm not happy about, but, you know, it's things that have to happen, so. Definitely take the claw out of here. So yeah, just give you guys a heads up on that, because I don't know how the schedule will be changing, but I just know that it will. I do apologize for that, but nope. Encoding overload. I do apologize for the schedule changing. It's just kind of how things had to happen. I do also apologize for any time that OBS decides to die, because OBS hates the ocean. But we do need to be out here, though, to try and find some drowned zombies. So yeah, I probably will be bouncing between, for a while, I'll probably be bouncing between looking for trident zombies and looking for zombie villagers. So now that it's turning nighttime again, we'll be looking for a zombie villager. And then once we're done, we'll come back to looking for a trident zombie, and then keep going back and forth, hopefully getting one of the two done today. If we don't get either of them done, it's not necessarily it's not any issue, but we really are hoping for one of them to kind of work. I don't want your eggs. Okay. so many creepers. Man, just like... Well, that wasn't great. Okay, let's try to repair this as best as I can with the amount of dirt that a creeper gives me, because I know it's not that much. Whatever. Here, let's get you down off, because I made the mistake of just hitting the creeper into the mountain again. Like, why? Like, there's no reason to have that many creepers. I guess we'll just run around and hope that we find another zombie villager. I'm hoping that nothing spawns over there, because I'm gonna have to make a bridge over. But once again, we shall see. I'm not seeing any zombie villagers, which kind of sucks. Also, due to Forager's issue, the last stream, I am slightly paranoid. For people that didn't watch the Forager video, I accidentally, when I went to mute myself, because I had to sneeze really badly, and I usually mute myself whenever I have to, like, cough or sneeze, or at least I try to. When I went to do that, I accidentally hit the stop recording button, because it's right next to my, I didn't realize it was right next to my mute button. And so what happened was I had 2 recordings for Forager. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I guess I'll just have to ask a friend to take the videos and put them together. Okay, fine, whatever. That would have been all well and good. But then sorry. Give me 1 second. Like that. But what had happened was I asked my friend, hey, can you put these 2 videos together for me? Literally just that. I don't need you to do anything else. Just take the 2 videos and basically sew them together. And he was like, yeah, no, sure, that's fine. I went and tried to send him the video files for that, and they totaled up to 17 gigabytes. And I'm just like thinking, why? So, long story short, I didn't send it over to him. Because at that point, it would have taken too long. I would have had to have my computer running overnight. I just said, screw it. I'll go ahead and... I'm getting all the armor pieces from these guys. But, you know, I just said, screw it. I'll go and take... Oh, hello. How did you hit me? I'll take the VOD from Twitch. That was my plan because the other option definitely wasn't going to work for the amount of time constraint I had at that moment. So I just decided, you know what? This is fine. I'll go and do this instead. I download the VOD, which only came out to being 3 gigabytes. Like, I'm sorry. I can understand if the VOD came out to being, like, 3 or 4 gigabytes less than the 2 videos that came together because, you know, did lossy compression and all that. Things get weird. I could not understand why me downloading the VOD from... Why am I getting all the armor? I cannot understand why me getting the VOD from Twitch compared to the amount of space that it took on my computer for the Forager VODs had a difference of 14 gigabytes. I just couldn't understand. It was so stupid. I also didn't like the fact that I didn't like the fact that... Okay, then. I had to end the Forager stream early just because someone had given me slight amount of panic. Because they had told me, oh yeah, my package is arriving right now. And I need you to pick up a package that had arrived already. And I was like, okay, you know what, fine. I'm going to grab that. They even sent me the picture that Amazon had sent them as well. You know, because Amazon usually sends you a picture being like, hey, we have delivered your package, like, you know. And you go, and it was a picture of our house, of course. The package wasn't there. And I didn't find out until after I'd already stopped the stream that another person that lives in our house had already picked it up. I was not happy at all because I like to keep these streams to close to around 3 hours, but I could not have done that because I was frantically looking for this package that I honestly, if the person that ordered this package watches this video, they're gonna hate me for saying this. I didn't care about the package. I really didn't, because they bought the package. The thing that was in the package was bought for me specifically, and I don't know why they bought it for me. I really don't. It's probably gonna be sitting around here for a while. Okay, sorry. That was a rant. I apologize for that. But there was no reason for me to need to leave. It all could have been avoided had the person not ordered the items for me. And I guess I was just angry at that point because I had been panicking over something that did not need to be panicked about. Okay, well, proof of concept, they can still spawn while it's daytime, which is good, because that's kind of what I need them to do. For people that don't know, Drown basically spawn the same way that any other enemies do. It's light level, but it's mostly in water. And usually it'd be fine. It'd be easy to get some Drown to spawn because, well, it's dark underwater. I think the deeper you go, it gets darker, so it, makes sense. But yeah, we need a Drown to spawn with a trident. And then hope that we can, grab that trident from them. Oh, hello, I didn't even see you. You should drop the shell, I believe, right? Yeah. We also do need these as well for whenever we decide to make a conduit. Oh, that was weird. So that was actually a good chance, I guess. Let's see. That's east. So I'm gonna head this direction. Wait, drowned swims. Where is the drowned? Oh, hello. And oop. Okay, you dropped the copper bar. Nice. Man, if only... If only you had... Like, sorry, if only I had Dolphin's Grace, this would go a lot faster. I do have a boat. Which I honestly should probably be using. How far away am I going? I'm going decently far away from, This better not be that far. I am going decently far away from spawn, so we'll have to come back this way once I find this, but that's fine. How far are you? Okay, so I gotta go this direction now. Okay, we're getting close. That's good. This looks like it's in the middle of land, actually. Oh, maybe not. Or maybe yes. It's hard to tell. No, it's on the cusp of, oh. Yeah, it's on the cusp of kind of being wherever. It's down here somewhere. Huh, I wonder where it is. There we go. Emeralds, the TNT, and then the Heart of the Sea. Okay. Now we can go and head back. There we go. Oh, there's a dolphin. I gotta go around this, right? I forgot that. I forgot that the... That's a nice hill. I forgot that I was running across the land for a little bit. This might seem like a stupid question, but how well does weakness potions work on the Wither? Or do weakness potions even work on the Wither? It might be immune. If it's not, that'd be a good thing to do when we fight the Wither, is throw a weakness potion at it, as long as I don't hit myself. We'll see, though. Okay. Let's find... I might drop off the iron ore if we really don't need it on us at the moment. But, let's find this spawn again, and then we'll go ahead and start looking for more trident. Oh, it's almost... Man, it's already almost night again. It's crazy. Oh well, okay. How far are we? Okay, we got about 200 more blocks. Also, I don't think it's 150 in the Z direction. I didn't realize how far I was going on this. Yep, there's our pillar. Okay. I think I can stop for about right here. I don't know why I have a piece of sand on me. Sounds like someone's outside backing up. Or that or an alarm's going off, one of the two. Would this have the chest I'm looking for? Oh, it does have moss blocks. I do kind of want those, and I do want the coal. I'm not necessarily keen on suspicious stew. There's no reason for me to grab that. No, it doesn't. Oh, turtle. Don't see any guys around here. Lichen? Yeah. Glow lichen. Or lichen? I honestly don't know how it's pronounced. Okay, let's get into position for... I should probably put these up here as well, just so that when I hit it with the weakness potion, I can immediately golden apple the villager. Ooh, actually... Come here, bee. Nice. I can take this. I am realizing that if I wanted to, I can literally just drop all this in here. So I'm not filling up my inventory. That'd be good. Okay. Now we're on the back on the quest. There's a point where I would like to go ahead and get some more shulker boxes, but then again, to safely traverse the end, I would need rockets for my elytra. To get rockets, I need gunpowder. Gunpowder, I need to make a farm. So that's going to be probably waiting for a little bit. There's just, I guess one way I hate, or one thing I hate about the way I play games is that they're so procedural. Like, to do one thing, I want to do another, and then to do that thing, I need to do another thing, and then it's like step by step by step, and then we're usually waiting a while after the fact for me to do something. I don't know. It's a pain in the butt. Maybe what I should be doing. I was gonna say, maybe what I should be doing is taking out a bow. So that if I don't want to get up close quarters with enemies, I can just take them out with the bow instead. Close quarters hasn't been too much of an issue, though. You know, until I get creepers, but... oh well. Okay. Takes care of that zombie. Oh, we still have the cats back at, do we still have the cats back there? I don't know, actually. I would have to go back and check at home to see if we still got the cats back at that, abandoned village. Because I don't remember if I went back and got them. Ow. Rude. Are those two zombies wearing two different sets of armor? Yep, okay. I couldn't tell if the back one was a village, zombie. Bruh. There we go. Surprisingly, no zombie villager. Like, at all. That thing, yeah. So kind of want to check that area out, see if we can find an enchanted golden apple in it. I think that'd honestly be the only reason to go down there is enchanted golden apple chance. And even then, that's not that great. Two zombies, 3 skeletons, and a spider. 4 skeletons and a spider. Well, now it's 3 skeletons. Thank you, game, for making me correct. And 2 creepers spawn there too. Great. Okay. Yeah, no, not getting a lot of what we need. And we've already been spending an hour on this. I'm thinking maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours is how long I'll be spending on Trident zombies and zombie villagers. Just because we're trying to do 2 things at once right now, so it's a little bit more hectic than if I had just focused on one or the other. Oh, there's some iron. Okay. Oh, I should probably eat. We'll top ourselves off, why not? Nope, there is no... Can you just, like, stop? Thank you. But yeah, I'll probably spend maybe, like, another half an hour, maybe an hour on this. Who knows? Because, like I said, I really want to get one of these. I want to get a trident or I want to get a zombie villager. Preferably both, but I don't think that's happening anymore. So I'll take one over none. But if... How about this? If we get a zombie villager or a trident, we'll spend half an hour trying to get the other one. If we don't get either of them within half an hour, I'll extend it out to an hour to try and get at least one. I think that is fair, because I really, really would like to get one of these done today. Spooter. Spooter, okay. Hey. Rude. Rude. Wait. Okay. I don't know why. Okay, that's also something I do want to talk about. Why did they decide? Let's give spiders potion effects. What purpose does that have? It's gonna be another day. It's gonna be another night without getting a zombie villager, isn't it? Which is weird, because you'd think that having an open area, like more of an open area, which this is like the most open anything's been on this world, would give us a... Well, it would give us more opportunities to actually have zombie villager. Also, I apologize if you can hear my chair in the background. I had to readjust. Okay, whatever. Back into the water we go. Not looking great for today. That's the... I don't know why, I thought I just saw it drowned. Now I'm seeing things, great. Yeah, whatever. Not looking great, currently. It's the reason, kind of the reason why I said we probably won't be getting around to building, like, we definitely won't be getting around to building the villager barrier now, because I feel like we would have had to find one now to have actually, you know, build the villager breeder. And I don't feel like it probably would have been faster about this way, but I really did not feel like bringing a villager from my base over to spawn. I just didn't. And now that's starting to bite me in the behind. I already checked out this house, right? Yeah. I'm fine with going this way. to look for the drown, but I don't want to go too far in the Z directions. If I can help it. I don't remember if we have taken a picture of that, so I'm going to take a picture. We're not going on there. I don't know why. My mind thought like, oh, we can try to go in there and, you know, actually have some adventure this stuff. So I was like, that's going to get you killed. Sky, you need to like actually think before you decide to do things. There are some times where my mind just kind of does that, where it's like, oh, we should do this. And it's like, think before you do it first. I know I've played a game called, where one of the main characters, one of their mottos is leap before you think. Which, if any of you... I might be dating myself again, but some people may have heard the phrase, look before you leap. Yeah, you don't want to leap before you think. Leap before you think, it does give you adventure, but it also has a lot more consequences if you actually think before you do. Now, with that little life lesson out of the way, where are these drowned? I guess certainly I could have emptied out the ocean of all this kelp. Like, that definitely would have helped, but... Okay, yeah. Oh, there's the piece of sand that I threw. The issue also is the fact that even if we find a trident zombie, it's not a 100% chance to drop. In all honesty, we might have to spend a full day looking for tridents. Because the only reason also I want tridents is just the advancements. I don't even think I'd use it for anything. I don't use Riptide. Because I'm too afraid to use Riptide. If I'm going, like, if I'm telling the truth, I'm really afraid to use Riptide because that could get me killed due to how fast I would be traveling. And then I don't want to use the channeling. Channeling is good for two things. It's good for advancements and it's good for getting creeper heads. Or just mob heads in general. Creeper heads are good because you can use them on banners. I don't know any other use for them. But yeah. I don't know. It's just... Okay. I wouldn't use a trident for anything else. The only reason to get tridents on, in my opinion, besides advancements, are things that I would not really do. But it's just cool to have, I guess. So I guess while we're just kind of swimming out through here, how much daylight do we have left? We still got enough. We get a decent amount of daylight left. I guess while we're swimming out through here, I hope you guys had a good week while I was gone. I definitely enjoyed the trip, which I'm glad. I wouldn't say like I was worried that I wasn't going to enjoy the trip. This was literally a trip that I was going on with friends, so I was expecting to have fun. But my friends are very chaotic, and I was expecting to be very, very exhausted during the trip, which I guess I was, but not necessarily for the reason that I expected. There is also things that could have went better during the trip, but like, when is the trip always gonna be 100% what you expect, right? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the break. I had some people actually watching the Minecraft and Forager and Super Favorite Mario streams, which surprised me actually, because I don't know, there was a dry spell, which is fair. I know, right? I forgot this is why we weren't swimming this far over. There was a dry spell for just people watching the content, which I don't expect people to watch it 24/7. But it is nice when you get the occasional view of people watching it. That just means people are actually enjoying the content. Wow, this is literally just iron and iron nuggets. Okay, cool. Didn't have any other ore in it. I think I just went back, yeah. Okay, let's surface for air. But yeah, when people actually watch the stuff on YouTube, it makes... Yeah, it's the same berry treasure map. We'll take the books, though. It makes recording worth it, and also makes the upload time worth it, because something this was more prominent with when I was playing Subnautica, is that I had like 3 varying degrees of upload times. Usually what it was that Forager would be my fastest uploads, because, well, it's a pixelized game, right? It's not really intensive on any video settings, and it's also the thing of, I've said this before, where it's easy to... Okay, brain is shutting off. It is easy to not have to worry about Forager, because even if I lose bitrate, the video doesn't necessarily plummet. Like, it doesn't plummet as hard as other games would, which is great. And yeah, upload usually took about an hour. For a 3-hour stream, it took about an hour. That was lovely. It was very nice to have that. Then Minecraft would have... Minecraft was kind of what I expected. Basically, the length of the video is what the length of the upload came to being. Which makes sense, you know. Minecraft is more intensive than Forager. By a lot. Even though it is still a pixelized game on its structure, it is a nicer looking pixelized game. It's a lot bigger as well. There's a lot more happening, and there's a lot more to generate. And then Subnautica. Ooh boy, Subnautica. Subnautica was an issue more for the fact that I should put this. Subnautica was an issue due to the fact of how long an update took. Like, by the time it would be... Subnautica took about double the time that the video took. On a good day. Which, hey, okay, cool. Let's see if we can bring this guy over. Nope, come here. Come back here. about to say, this spider better not hop in. Actually, let me eat first. And then we'll think about taking you over. Okay, there's a bunch of creepers, which I'm not too happy about, but... Okay. We're clearing these guys out first. My lord. Why are there so many zombies? Like, where did you guys all come from? Okay. Now that that's done and over with, let's dig a 2 deep hole. Let's get you out of the boat. Yeah, zombie villager groans. I groan too, buddy, because of how annoying you are to get. Oh, you grabbed an egg. So I don't even have to... Get in. Thank you. Yeah, I shouldn't have to worry about you. We do still need to cover you over, though, so let me get some dirt. I don't have any of that, so that's not happening. Let's fill this in to my best extent. Okay, cool. We can actually now go ahead and use what you have on your armor. Why are there so many zombies with gold armor right now? I don't understand. Whatever. The amount of creeper holes. Okay. So now we can actually use up this time to go ahead and see if we can find a trident zombie. Well, we'll have a lot better luck trying to find a trident zombie now, because it's nighttime. And we'll come back and look at the zombie villager when it turns daytime, because it should be to a zombie. It should be to a regular villager, and he shouldn't despawn because he grabbed an egg. If he despawns, I'm gonna actually be very upset. But I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, there's a drowned right now. Doesn't have a trident, but you get the idea. So let's see. It's a little dangerous to look for trident zombies in, like, Kelp Forest. Just due to the fact that they'll definitely see you before you see them. I also need to go up for air. We also probably will have phantoms coming after us, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh, there's more squids. Not necessarily what we're looking for. So I guess after... We got about 10 more minutes of looking for the drowned. So I think after that, we'll go try and see if we can find some more ancient debris. And then after that, I would like to go ahead and probably repair our tools. I don't know how long that's going to take. And then I guess we could see if we can find any more advancements that we can easily do right now. I don't know if we're going to be able to, because I know how long repairing our tools usually takes. We have a decent Enderman farm, but it's not great. And I'm very aware of that. I did also want to do something else today, but I never got around to it, so. But I'm saying I never got around to it. We might. I doubt it, but we'll see how long everything takes. Man, there is barely a drowned out here. I'm also just kind of staying around this area because I believe light level, yeah. Yeah, the block is 0, so I guess technically what you need is about here. Skeleton just kind of sitting on an island, okay. I don't know if the sky level light does anything. I know block level sure does, but I don't know if sky level light does anything. Oh, well. It's starting to turn to day, too. Darn, okay. Like I said, trying to get a... I only want 2 tridents. There's no reason to have any more than 2. Because I will, like... The only reason to have more than 2 tridents is if you can respawn. And I don't know if you guys noticed, I can't do that. So yeah, more than 2 tridents is overkill. 2 tridents would be just for... If you get 2 tridents, as long as you've got mending on both of them, I guess that is also a thing, is that more than 2 tridents isn't overkill if you don't have mending. But I do have a mending villager, so... More... 2 tridents is overkill, more than 2 tridents is overkill. 2 tridents is optimal, and 1 trident is efficient. Is basically a way of putting it. Because I don't even think that there is a trident advancement for a Riptide trident, which... Riptide is mutually exclusive to channeling and loyalty. You know, Riptide making it so that you fly with the trident you threw. Channeling is during a thunderstorm. It will strike lightning. And loyalty 3 is just how fast I believe the trident comes back to you. But okay, actually, I don't know why I came back. We're gonna look for the last 6 minutes, and then then after 6 minutes, we'll go ahead and return back to base, and then I believe we'll start looking for some ancient debris. Yeah, honestly don't know why I ended up doing that. I just did. Okay, so this is low enough for drown to spawn, which is good. The caves are definitely low enough, but I'm not going into the caves. I honestly wonder if punching out the kelp would have helped find drown, but I don't know. I really don't. Sorry, I'm moving a lot in my city just because it's getting hotter in here. It's a weird thing because like it's not like hot. It's just like I don't know. It's an uncomfortable temperature in here. Like, because it's not hot as in like, oh, if I don't have anything to drink, I'm gonna pass out due to dehydration. Or, oh, it's so hot in here that my computer's gonna overheat. It's not that kind of temperature. It's just enough to make me uncomfortable right now, and I don't know why. It might also just be what I'm wearing. But yeah. So I'm constantly moving in my seat. I apologize for that. But hopefully it's not picking up too much from the mic. Because otherwise that would be kind of bad. Yeah, no, it's not like... God. The fact that we've only gotten a, we've gotten 2 drowned zombies and none of them had a trident is not looking good. I might have to, reapply what I did the last season / attempt. Which was just, we went and looked for as many sunken cities as we could find. Because I think that's honestly our best attempt at finding these guys. Or I have another idea, but it's God, it's not going to work out that well. I guess something else I would like to do also, I guess. I'm sorry, I just realized I said also in the same sentence. But something I'd like to do is one of these days I would like to get onto the nether roof. Because I've tested it out, the glitch still works, where you can use a piston and some TNT to blast a hole through the bedrock. And I like to do that just because we'll definitely be making some farms up there in the future. Yeah, I guess that's just gonna be our luck for the drown. That's not a good sign, but yeah, in the future I'll go ahead and we'll see if we can find some sunken cities. That's probably gonna be our best bet. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna need to replace this mouse. I wouldn't mind it too much, but it happens way too often where it just decides to stop clicking. Or decides to double click, and it's really annoying. But okay, over here should be... Yep, villager, cool. Okay, so we got our 2 villagers. I'm happy about that, at least. We got what we needed. But, so I guess I can actually mark it off. I'm not going to change the numbers, because that's going to take way too long. So yeah, I guess we'll go and look for... Look for some ancient debris. I don't know how long that's going to take. I think I have 3 pickaxes to use up. Well, use up in quotes. I don't want to break them, obviously, but... Is that mending on it? Yeah, so I'm mending. Okay. Yeah. 3 pickaxes to use. So I don't know how long it's going to take. We're just going to go until all of them are almost broken. Basically, the whole bar is depleted. But not... The bar is depleted, but they're not broken. Is basically how long I'll be doing that for. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, because then after that, I want to go replenish them. Hopefully we'll have enough ancient debris to kind of upgrade something, because I know I have the full set of protection armor. I'd like to get our tools. I'd like to also upgrade our blast protection armor before we fight the Wither. And then we've got a decent amount of tools in our ender chest, if I remember correctly, that need to be upgraded. So there's a lot of things we were going to need some netherite for. And it's going to... The netherite, or sorry, ancient debris mining is going to probably take place of what the wood chopping used to be. Because I think also this is going to be the first stream in a while that we haven't had or the first Minecraft stream in a while where we haven't had to chop wood. Which is great. But okay, we also... we'll probably do this on a Wednesday, but we are going to need to go resource gathering, I believe, for... no stream. I can't... I think we did go back for the calves, because I think it was the 2 jelly ones right here that we left back at that abandoned village. Okay. Let us throw everything back in here. Golden apples can stay with us. We need to throw these in here. Throw these in here. I actually need to empty out this before I go and do things. Oh, we already had moss blocks. I don't know why I carried those then. Okay, iron. Didn't have redstone. We had gold. We had coal. We had emeralds. Hard to see. 1 copper ingot. Some lapis ore. Another bee nest, which I don't know what we'll do with that. Oh, I guess we'll throw it into here, yeah. So we already have 3 pieces of ancient debris / netherite scrap, so... books are in here, okay. And TNT I put up here, okay. There we go. Yeah, okay, cool. Now we do actually have a place for this. Let's see. Yep. 2 other pickaxes. And yeah, we've got a lot of diamond things that need to be turned in netherite. There's no reason for me to hold on to this. And definitely no reason for me to hold on to that. I think that means we're good then. So we'll go and... let's sleep first. Sleep first. I do kind of want to, if some of the bees are out, I do kind of want to breed those before we leave. Yeah, some of the bees are out. Just some. There we go. Okay. Cool. Now let's go farm some... whatever it's called. Oh, right, I forgot I made this. See, this is that's pointless for me, but it was for an advancement, so... Yeah, let's go mine some ancient debris. Again, don't know how long it's going to take. It might take 30 minutes, it might take an hour. All depends on how fast all these pickaxes get to breaking. Speaking of which, I'd like to pick up some blocks. Oh. I'm just gonna run past these guys. Okay, fine. You guys want to fight? Let's fight. Let's tango. Okay. That's taken care of. Oh, we'll hope that I can find my way out of here after this, by the way. I've got an idea, but... we'll see. I don't want to go too far to the right due to the fact that I know there's lava over there, so... do have to be careful. Yike. Okay. I didn't realize there was going to be, that I've already kind of been over this area, which isn't great. Yep, that's why I wanted that. It's the reason I like having another rack in my offhand. It's easy to plug up holes like that. Okay. So I already have another right ingot, that's good. I'm hoping that we can get maybe 2 while we're out here. 2 would be nice just for the fact of, well, you know, more to upgrade, but also it'd be a good use of time for us to get down here and get 2 instead of just getting enough for 1. And I do want to say, I do know of... I'm opening up way too much. I do know of the bed strategy, but I do not want to take that chance. Because I've seen people die to that strategy in easy difficulty. I don't want to take that chance with... well, I wouldn't take the chance in a hard difficulty, and I also... it's even more so with hardcore. Because imagine, like, I get this far into this hardcore world. And I die due to me using a trick. Like, really? I'd be so upset. There we go. Okay. Nope, not what I want to swap. That's what I want to swap. Okay. See, that's the reason I don't use the bed trick. I'm also not familiar with it because I haven't used it before. So, yeah, that's the reason I avoid it a lot, just because I am too skittish to use it. Would it be faster? Possibly. Depends how lucky you get. But yeah, I'm not gonna chance it. Man, there is...
I mean, I shouldn't be too surprised. I've been mining for a long time for ancient debris down here, but the fact of, like, just keep running into old, like, holes is just not great. And I'm just kind of worried that I'm not going to be able to find my way back. I might be able to, but it might just take a little bit longer. But yeah, okay, give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. I definitely didn't need to pause the game for what I needed to do, because I think we should be safe around here, but I didn't want to take the chance. Usually a reason why a lot of people die in their hardcore worlds is because they get too complacent. You know, like, just, they are like, oh, I'm, like, right now, I am completely decked in netherite armor, right? Like, yeah, so how am I going to die? That's the mindset that people usually have when they lose their Minecraft. Forgot that was the music. But yeah, that's usually the mindset people have going in. Like, sorry, that's usually the mindset people have when they end up losing their hardcore worlds is, I'm, like, there's no way that I can die right now. And then they're dead. It's the same reason I lost my 2-year hardcore world, which, to be fair, wasn't that impressive, but it still kind of hurt to lose. Okay, we can't go over there. Here, what if I do this and then pop out these 2 blocks? Just so I know that there's lava over there. But yeah, that's how I lost my 2-year hardcore world when I was showing it off to you guys. For YouTube, that was my first YouTube video, was me losing my world. Which, I mean, oh well. It was bound to happen at some point, but it just kind of sucked. That being my first video on YouTube. But you know what? We got up again, and we kept going. That was how I lost my last attempt at hardcore, is because I didn't think there would be a creeper. I didn't think there would be a creeper, and I didn't realize that a creeper could one-shot me when I still had netherite armor and I don't know, just like not full netherite armor, because I had the elytra on, which I really feel like you should be able to put some form of protection onto an elytra. It just kind of feels like it makes sense to me, but who knows? I'm not a game designer. It's how I know how a lot of people have lost their worlds to being complacent. When you're playing hardcore, at least this is just from how I've experienced it, you need to go, you can be relaxed. Like, that's not, if you're not relaxed, also, it's not going to end up well, and you're also not going to enjoy playing hardcore. But you need to go in with the same mindset that you had when you started your hardcore world, where everything has the possibility of ending this. Because it does. You might get extremely unlucky at some point. And if you don't have a backup plan to you know, if you don't have a backup plan for anything, you're probably gonna lose your hardcore world. I'm sorry, you just are. Also, we're almost out of pickaxe power here. Which is about as long as I expect. I expect about 10 minutes for this pickaxe, and I think it's about 15 minutes per netherite pickaxe. Here, actually, let me... Oh, hey guys. Just so that I... Here, also I wanted to do... Let's do something along the lines of that. That way I just have more... I have more inventory space. Oh, I didn't even realize I unearthed this. That still means that we need one more piece. Yeah. One more piece for 2 ingots, but that's honestly fine by me. Yeah. I do highly encourage anyone to try out a hardcore version of games that you play. Like I said, I know that, well, obviously Minecraft has one. I know Terraria has one. I've done hardcore Terraria. I might do hardcore Terraria on stream. That might be a fun thing for me to do, because I love Terraria, obviously. Yeah, we might do hardcore Terraria. It'd be in classic mode. It wouldn't be in expert. Like, actually, I think the last thing I did, well, besides the modded series, for regular Terraria was in classic as well. I usually play in expert mode, just due to the fact that classic, like, expert mode has become more of a challenge for me. And I like the challenge. Here, let me do that really quick. But yeah, no, I think the last thing when we did the Shadow World streams, that was in, that was in classic mode. Yeah. Sorry, I got off on a tangent there. I know Terraria and Minecraft have their hardcore modes. Or just even make up a challenge for yourself. If you have a game that you've played a lot, and that you kind of know very well, I would suggest trying to make a challenge version of it. It honestly makes things a lot more fun, and if you do, the more you do, the more replayability you get. Oh my lord. But yeah, no, the more you do that, oh god, the more replayability you get from games, which is honestly great. Nope. Back up. There we go. But yeah, suggestion. Of course, you don't necessarily need to. It's just my suggestion because I love challenge versions of games. Funnily enough, I ended up doing... I like playing Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda is honestly when... most of the games I would say I enjoyed a lot. Of course, not everything's gonna hit the mark. But... for a lot of Legend of Zelda games, I ended up playing randomizers before instead of actually playing the actual games. Examples are that I've finished. I've done a randomizer on A Link to the Past, which was a Key Sandy randomizer. That was honestly really fun to play, and I enjoyed it a lot. I've done Ocarina, and the other one I've done that I've completed was an Ocarina of Time randomizer. Is this all just lava? Like, if I keep mining over this direction, is it just lava? Probably. But yeah. I've never played original Ocarina of Time. I've seen it, but I've never played the original. I've seen 3 heart runs of Ocarina of Time as well. And I've seen people play A Link to the Past. I've never played... Yike. Let me pull this up here, actually, because push comes to shove, I'm gonna need to eat it. But yeah, no, I've never played the original Ocarina of Time, never played the original A Link to the Past, but I've done randomizers of both, and I've had a lot of fun with them. I honestly think I had a lot more fun than I would when playing the normal game. Not saying that the normal games of either of those are bad. Trust me, if I say that, well, I don't think that, but I know if I said that even as a joke, I would definitely have a lot of people jumping down my throat on that one, because those are a lot of beloved Zelda games. Oh my god. There we go. So much lava around here. But yeah, I enjoyed a lot. And I just think playing challenge versions of games is a lot of fun. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm just kind of talking about random stuff to fill the air while we're trying to break not trying to, but trying to get ancient debris and getting close to breaking 3 pickaxes while doing so. Come on, ancient debris. Actually, we don't have enough for 2 ingots yet, which is a little concerning. Yeah, oh well. I have hope that we'll find another piece of ancient debris before both pickaxes go out, but it's just gonna be a little disappointing to have gone through 3 pickaxes and only found 5 pieces of ancient debris. I mean, oh well, but... Ugh. I'll go back to a thing I was talking about earlier. I do kind of want to do a Terraria hardcore stream. Not a stream, like, because it'd definitely take a lot longer than 1 stream to get through that. But I'd like to do a series of Terraria hardcore. Now, I don't know, the issue with that is, like, I don't know if I'd only give myself 1 attempt, or if I would... Give me a second, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, being, remember I was talking about packages earlier today? Well, a package for a family member of mine just got delivered, and they are asking me to deliver it to them to work. So I'm gonna have to do that today. Which is okay. And they also want to do something tomorrow, which I think means that I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow, which means I'm going to have to change the schedule, even though I said I wanted to keep it the same way. That's a little bit annoying, but whatever. Okay, so I guess we'll talk about that now. If that's the case, that means Tuesday I'm not going to be streaming, which of course, like I just said, is tomorrow. And what I think we'll do instead is, instead of Tuesday, which was going to be our Super Paper Mario stream, which I'm definitely not going to I'm not going to just knock that off the list, because that has a time constraint that has to be done before the schedule change. Yeah, that has to be done before the schedule change in August. So I will probably, not probably, what I'm going to do is that if we're not streaming Tuesday, which I don't think we are now, I'm going to be taking Wednesday's Minecraft Day, and we're going to be that's going to be Super Paper Mario. I think that's fair, because that still gives Minecraft 2 days of stream on the week, and that keeps 1 day of Super Paper Mario. But yeah, that just means that we're not going to be we're going to be streaming Minecraft just Monday and Friday then this week, which I'm not too happy about. I wanted to stream 5 days this week, but my family member is very adamant about doing something tomorrow, which I don't necessarily want to do it. Because what they want to do, I don't know, it's just doesn't seem worth the time. Doesn't seem worth the time or effort, which kind of sucks. Let's plug that up. Get rid of it here. Yep. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do apologize for that. I just, if I get a call from someone I actually do know, I do have to take it. Which I really wish, because the people I do know that call me, right? I give them a heads up, and they know what time I stream. Okay, I'm going on a little bit of a rant again, by the way. So if you don't wanna hear the rant, then you can just like jump ahead in the video if you'd like. I don't necessarily understand, because like I really do feel like I make it obvious. It's like, hey, I'm streaming. Please don't bother me during this time, because I'd like to keep a constant form of content going without too many breaks. And then I just get called anyway. It's like, why? It's not, by the way, it's not the same person every time. It isn't. So I'm not it's not me getting, it's not one person that I'm calling out right now. It's a decent amount of people, not a decent amount of people, it's a few people. But oh well. C'est la vie. Such is life. Ooh, hello. That's a nice find. If we get one more piece of ancient debris, we'll have enough for 3 ingots. Well, that'd be nice. Could probably upgrade the... Okay. Probably upgrade... I'm just gonna back up. Is that... No, okay, that's just a pocket. Have we hit the point of there's just lava everywhere? I think we have. Okay. Let's go over here then. But yeah, if we get another piece of ancient debris, then we can use it to upgrade our axe and our shovel and our silk touch pickaxe. Well, okay, we're upgrading that then. The lava was a blessing in disguise, because then I wouldn't have gone over this direction to mine. We still gotta find our way back, by the way. Which, honestly, that's the thing I'm most worried about. Oh, there's more ancient debris. We're up to 14. Is there any more down here? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Man, okay, my luck... Okay, I'm not standing there. So we have enough for 4 ingots, okay. We could go and just upgrade the armor then, instead of upgrading the tools. Okay, well, we're not going that way anymore. Let's go this way, I guess. Every time I get redirected by lava, it just, like, directs me straight to ancient debris, which is weird. And now let us go. Now I could just block that off without having to worry too much. Nice try. Oh, love of all things bold and beautiful. Glad I looked back, because I didn't realize that the lava was gonna start shifting. Oh my god, there's so much lava around here. So we need 3 more pieces of ancient debris to get a 5th ingot. And at that point, I really don't know what I would upgrade. I think I would just upgrade the pickaxe and the armor, then probably. There we go. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna bother going that way. I'm just gonna block this off and keep going. Oh, hello. Oh, hi. Okay. Well, actually, I can go this direction again. Once again, the amount of times I've had to change direction while we've been mining for this. But yeah, the amount of ancient debris we found is surprising. I guess, well, it's about 4.5 pieces per pickaxe, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not... It's average. It is average. Usually, like on a good run, I could find 8 per pickaxe. But that's like peak luck. Let's mine out. My only hope is that I don't just like zone out and then get stuck in lava. I'm trying to think if there's... I don't even remember what I was talking about before I got called. So if I was talking about something and... Well, you guys wanted to know the end of it, I apologize. We're not getting the end of it. Huh. Can we find one more piece? Okay, that's lava. That's not necessarily ancient debris. It's gonna be such a pain in the butt to get back. Oh, there we go. Ask you shall receive, I guess. Okay, not going that direction. We can go this direction, I just need to block this off. And this pickaxe is almost out, but we have gotten so much today, I don't even care. Also, this pickaxe actually does have a lot more life left in it than it may seem, so... Who knows? What is happening? One more? I'm asking for way too much at this point. Like, getting 20. Like I said, getting, on a good day is 8 per pickaxe, and we almost got there. Literally just 4 more ancient debris, and, that'd be 8 per pickaxe, and that's counting having a diamond pickaxe, too, not even, netherite pickaxes. Come on. One piece of ancient debris. Okay. Yeah, that's literally all I need, but I'm gonna use up this pickaxe. Use up in quotes. That means we get 6 ingots to work with, which is, yeah, no, I'm definitely making the armor, and I think what we'll do is we'll upgrade our axe. Axe, pickaxe. And then armor. Because we definitely, yeah. I am now tripping over my words. There we go, okay. Let's get our shield back. But yeah, I definitely want to get the armor for the wither fight. So that's going to be upgraded. Then I want to get the... I want to get the pickaxe so we can do longer sessions of this. And then I want the axe. Just because... I guess the axe is good for fighting, but just... We're going to have to upgrade it anyway in the future, so why not right now? But yeah, we're going to have to hope that I can find my way back, because I'm not too sure. And we've been mining for... I think 40 minutes? It's really weird to see all this with, like... Because, like, some of the areas are just flat. Like, they look like rooms. Okay, I think this is... Like, we're back to near the entrance, because I think this is where... I started going around. Yeah. I think I marked the entrance, though. I definitely did not clear that out today, but... Come here. Okay. Okay. Maybe, actually? This might be the right way. I'm not too sure, though. Haha! That actually worked out really well, surprisingly. Wow, something working out well for once. Who would have thunk? We'll make a quick stop at our base first, get all the ancient debris smelting. And then I'd also like to put away all this netherrack. I'm surprised we haven't seen phantoms today, actually. Oh wait, was it turning daytime? I thought it was turning nighttime. Okay. That is a-okay. Yeah, let's drop off all this. We need some coal. This, split into that with that, and that. And then in these, just throw these into here. Now I need to pull this out and these guys out. This is definitely going to take a little bit to replenish everything that needs to be replenished, but shouldn't be too bad. We'll come back for that later. So let's hope that this doesn't take 40 minutes to replenish these guys. But yeah, that was a really good trip for ancient debris. That was great, actually. I will talk about the I will put I will remind you guys about the schedule at the end of the stream as well, by the way, because, like I said, it changed literally midstream, so I'm not happy about it, but I will talk about it before we head out for the day. I do, however... Double-clicking is great. Oh, we already have hostile monsters at 10%. That's not a great idea, but we did. Who just messaged me? Oh, okay. I want to message one of my friends, because I've been talking to them that I want to get into editing a little bit more, because I've been... As you've probably noticed, all my VOD, like... all my videos are literally just VODs. And I do want to start making like actual videos. I just haven't edited anything. And I kind of want to change that. So what I'm thinking is I've recorded things with friends that are never going to see the light of day. Just more because of the fact that my friend wasn't too happy with how the editing turned out. So... Not editing, sorry. He wasn't happy with how the video turned out. So he just was like, you know what? We'll go ahead. It's just a scrapped recording, which is fair. Not everything's going to hit the mark. That's fine. But what I think would be... it would help me. It wouldn't necessarily help him. Well, no, it would help him, but not for a reason that I'm going to say. I would like to go ahead and... because I still have those recordings that aren't going to see the light of day, I would like to just try editing a little bit. We'll see. We shall see. We'll see what he if he allows me to actually just work with those recordings, because who knows? They might see the light of day. I don't think they will, because he just said that he wasn't too happy about it, but I'm also not going to push him when it comes to that. The amount of ender pearls I have is like, statistically, there's way too many ender pearls I have gotten. Okay. Let me swap that out, and we'll throw this in here. This can go into here. Just kind of do something like this, I guess. I do want my water bucket and bed back, though. You know, before I forget, because I will. Also, okay, I will say this. I am kind of glad, though, that I guess we're not streaming Minecraft on Wednesday. And it's more the fact just because that gives me time to prepare things for Friday's stream. But I do kind of hope, though, is that we can... I'm not saying we will, but maybe we might be able to get the Wither fight in before I have to change the schedule in August. That'd be good, for me at least. But we'll see about that. Okay. Sorry, I was just thinking about it. I was like, I'm thinking about future plans for this channel because of things that are going to have to happen sooner or later. I got a lot going on in my mind right now, but I'm just not saying. Okay, well. There's that pickaxe done. So both of those could be put in there, and now we just got a diamond pickaxe, which is actually going to be a lot easier to repair. I do also think, though, that we're not going to be getting around to doing anything else after this. Which kind of sucks, but yeah, it's just kind of how the cookie crumbles with that. Ow, that was rude. Yeah, and also at least the diamond things take a lot. Hot. Rude. The diamond things take a lot less time than the netherite things, obviously, because they have less durability. like 1,000 or 1,561 compared to I think somewhere like 2,100s, right? Somewhere around there. Start pairing these two together. Oh, you don't have mending on you, do you? Whoopsie. Yeah, you don't have... Why don't you have mending on you? Yeah, whatever. That's fine for now. We'll put mending on it later. You know, as a joke, we could put the netherite on the hoe also, actually. And to do that, for doing that, we can get serious dedication. I would like to get that, hoe, though, completely, like, get it in a mending book and name it. Before we get off as well. So, okay, we might do a few things, actually, before. And because I didn't realize... I thought it'd take a lot longer to get everything brought up to where it needs to be. Let me pull out this sword just for now. And tally ho! Can we sleep? Yes, we can. What day are we on anyway? I'm quite curious. We are on day 184. We're almost at 200. Okay, so do we have a mending book? No. Okay, so let me go and buy a mending book. We should actually... Okay. Let me do... First things first. We need 24 gold ingots. Right? Because we're going to make the netherite. Okay. No, we're buying the book first because the experience we get from that we can use to repair the hoe. I will say, though, if you... I'm just going to be doing some... Oh, it's only 8. Nice. Basically, all I'm going to be doing now is I'm just going to be doing some home chores. While we're out here, might as well breed the bees again. There's only... Oh. Well, this is an issue. Okay. I guess you guys haven't been out that much. Whatever. Why am I carrying the rose bush back with me? Okay. Now I'm gonna go and come down here. We will take this out of here and we're gonna name this Serious Dedication. In recognition of... Yes, dedication. Dedication in reference to the achievement or advancement. There we go. It's not great, but it does the job well. I want to take these out. Okay, we still got these two also. Okay. Right, I wanted to get this upgraded because of... Okay, so we're gonna be upgrading these and the armor. Okay. So I need to take you out. And then we craft 6. And... 3, 4... That and that. Nice. Okay. So now we have a full set of netherite armor for the wither fight, which is great. And we also have upgraded all of our pickaxes. So all of our pickaxes are now... I'm going to take this out and you'll see why in a second. But all of our pickaxes are now netherite, and our axe is now netherite. So now, what I want to do is I want to take pumpkins, potatoes, carrots, watermelons. Inventory's full. Let me drop some carrots off and pick up the melons, because what I want to do is I want to trade with our villager, so we can actually probably get this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it doesn't matter. So we can get this probably back with the full durability, is the hope. I want to do this. Throw that back in there. We'll grab potatoes and carrots again. Should probably also breed our cows as well, and then go ahead and come on, there we go. Okay. I put the blocks away, didn't I? Okay. Okay, so I was taken care of. So now we're just gonna grab the watermelon blocks, and then we'll also grab some wheat. Raid the cows. Again, we're just doing some things that... We're doing house cleaning. Got that in there. Right, wheat. Oh. Of course everything is refreshed. Okay, well first off, let's go ahead and breed you guys. Let's get this out of our inventory. Give me cows. Okay. Well, that was... I feel bad for that. Calf. It was not at all my intention to do that, and I just got thrown over there. That was brutal, to say the least. Okay. Throw this back in here. It does not go in here. Neither of those seeds. Don't know why those are in there. Okay, let's grab all of this. I actually, you know what? I'm going to drop the potatoes off. So... we really don't need any of that. Let's drop the leather in here. We need to throw our hoe back into here. And we need to throw our emeralds into here. Cool. I don't think there's really anything else for us to do right now that would be easy for us to do. See, this is what I'm talking about. Throwaway joke and very, very frightening. Or for the Trident advancements. Star Trader, that's going to be annoying. Still surprised we're at 41 out of 52 on that one. This one, we just need to find a meadows, walk on powder snow. How many diamonds do we have? 6. Okay. Yeah. I think that is actually where we're going to end it off for today. I do apologize again for everything that was going on. First day back, getting called from people, other things that had to needed my attention. With that being said, I do want to remind everyone that even though I did say that I did want to do 5, okay, I'll stop shaking my head so I don't get anyone sick. Although I did want to do 5 streams this week, that number's going down to 4. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, meaning that Wednesday we're going to be doing Super Paper Mario. Thursday we're going to be doing Forager, and then Friday is when we'll be back with some more hardcore Minecraft. So that is the schedule change. I do still plan on streaming the same amount of time as usual. That's as long as nothing else comes along and ruins that. Let's hope it doesn't. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, you guys have a great day. Take care, and I will hopefully see you guys on Wednesday for the next stream. All right. Bye-bye.